Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Calvin and Susie would like to begin the proceedings, so if you could all find a seat, thank you very much. And the younger ones can sit on the floor in front. Great. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Calvin and Susie, I'd like to welcome you all here today, as we're all here to celebrate the naming of Riley Brown. My name is Elizabeth Clark, and I'm an authorised civil celebrant. I have the pleasure of conducting this ceremony, which will have special significance for you all, in particular for Riley's parents and supporting adults and grandparents, as they make their promises to care for Riley throughout the rest of his life. The naming of a child is a long tradition. It establishes his or her identity and is celebrated in different cultures and religions throughout the world. As friends and members of this family, this ceremony is an opportunity to think about Riley's future and to consider in which your relationship with him can provide the love and respect that will strengthen his character. Every child has a need to be part of a group of loving and supportive people to nurture their growth and development. This provides them with emotional and practical guidance, bound together with love, friendship, and respect. Calvin and Susie would like to thank Riley's grandparents for making the journey today, particularly Susie's parents who drove down from Port Stephens, as it means so much to them for 3 generations to be gathered together. As most of you may be aware, Calvin and Susie have been desiring a child of their own for nearly 10 years now. So the arrival of Riley was a miracle they thought may never occur. He's made all their dreams come true and their lives complete. Looking around me today, I can see that it's not just his parents that are going to love and adore him, but I have already seen him getting lots of cuddles and kisses from his adoring cousins. One can never receive too many of those. And I know his oldest cousin, Patrick, was keen to say something today. Patrick, would you like to come up and say what you were going to say? Thank you, Patrick. That was Dr. Zeus from Dr. Zeus, Oh, the Places You'll Go. It was lovely. I love that piece. It really is Riley's day today, so no truer words. The name we're given by our parents establishes us as an individual within the family and provides the foundation of our identity in the wider community. No wonder then that such care is taken in the choice of a name. Please confirm the name you have given to this child. Riley Jacob Sterling Brown.
Yes. That's the one.
Jacob Brown.
We're now going to ask Riley's auntie Melanie to come up and say a few words about his name. Melanie, if you could come.
Good morning, everyone. I would just like to say that my household has been very excited about the arrival of little Riley. My husband Sam and our 2 sons, Patrick and Simon, and you heard from Patrick earlier, are extremely excited to have a new little Brown in our midst. And I know Simon has been putting aside some of his favourite soft toys that I can see on the present table today. He's always wanted a little brother or sister, so he was particularly thrilled. Well, Riley Jacob Sterling Brown. Now that's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? But I must say, when Calvin told me Riley's full name, it didn't surprise me a bit, but I was really delighted. You see, all our boys have Jacob Sterling as their middle names, as it has been in our family for many generations, and is actually Riley's great-grandfather's name too. In fact, Riley looks very similar to his great-grandfather. It must be the strong Irish genes coming through. I decided to look up the meaning of the names to see if it would give me some insight into how Riley may turn out. What I found out was Riley means a luxurious or carefree existence. Jacob, a brazen trickster. Sterling, of high quality or pure. And Brown, dark-skinned or suntanned. Which means Riley would be a really nice guy who's always tanned due to his carefree lifestyle. And a high-quality trickster. Doesn't sound too bad, does it? In fact, he sounds like he's going to take after his great-grandfather quite a lot. Well, if there's one thing I know, he won't be short of love and affection. Riley, we're so very excited to welcome you into our family. We love you and your parents very much, and before you know it, Patrick and Simon will be teaching you how to play cricket. As Patrick said in his reading, you'll be off to great places, and will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed.
No.
I'm going to cry.
Thanks, Melanie. Thanks, Melanie. Now, Traditionally, godparents were chosen to guide a child in their spiritual upbringing and to take over custody of the child if anything happened to the parents. Now godparents can have an even more important role today than ever before. As many families live miles apart and don't have the support network of times gone by, so it becomes really important to have close friends around you while your children grow. You know who you can turn to for support and advice and the occasional babysit. And it's also lovely to honour and recognise those that mean the most to you in a formal service. So with this in mind, Calvin and Susie have asked Calvin's brother Sam, his wife Melanie, together with Susie's brother Tom, to be Riley's guardians. Everyone, I'm now going to ask the guardians some questions, after which I'll ask the grandparents and then the parents. Whilst I do so, may I ask Riley's cousins, who have been given bottles of bubbles to start blowing. It's a good way to keep them occupied. Okay, guardians. The bond between parents and their children is very strong, but the support and encouragement of others is vital for the development of this child. Susie and Calvin have chosen guardians for their child, for whom they have the highest regard, who they hope will shape their baby's life. Children need role models who are not their parents. Guardians should be willing to take a special and lifelong interest in the moral and ethical development of this child. Susie and Calvin recognise that there will be times when they do not have the answers. Their hope is that when that time arrives, their son will be able to turn to his guardians for support. Sam, Tom and Melanie, as you accept the role of a guardian, you are agreeing to be an adult friend to Riley, to whom he can turn for loving support and guidance as he grows. Will you accept this commitment and responsibility?
Yes.
Will you be kind to Riley, help look after him and surround him with love and affection?
Yes.
Will you give him your guidance? Will you give him friendship? And will you inspire him to do his best always? Thank you. While a child is a demanding responsibility that often tests our patience and our understanding, it is also much more than that. A child brings joy, wonder and richness to our lives. What pleasure there is in the feel of a newborn baby nestling in our arms, the smile of a toddler responding to our love, the small outstretched arms reaching for a hug and a tiny upturned face planting a wet kiss on our cheeks. Time will bring toys on floors and balls on lawns, a happy, healthy child playing in the yard. There will be bruises to kiss, report cards to praise, and drawings to display on refrigerator doors. Our child brings pleasure and wonder into the lives of those who bring it into this world, but it also means great responsibility. For what the child becomes is largely what you, as parents, bring into their life. Today, Calvin and Susie have invited us to take part in a ceremony to express their commitment to their baby, Riley. Susie and Calvin, will you be the best, most patient and loving parents you can possibly be? Will you always love, honour and respect Riley?
We will.
Will you help him learn to love truth even when it goes against him? And will you cultivate in him a kind, generous and sympathetic spirit?
We will.
Will you teach him that he is stronger than the things he fears? Encourage his natural courage, curiosity and sense of justice?
We will.
And will you model for him a healthy and loving relationship that someday he may enjoy the same?
We will.
Susie and Calvin, may all your parenting aspirations be met and even exceed your expectations. The grandparents. Calvin and Susie acknowledge the special relationship between Riley and his grandparents. Riley's grandparents will play an extremely important and active role in his life. Grandparents, because of their life experiences and the knowledge gained throughout their lives, have a wealth of exciting tales to tell and adventures to recount. They have stories of people, places and events. Through close relationships with grandparents, children learn their heritage, social and family history, skills and many values. Grandparents, will you remain mindful that within this child there exists an immense and awesome potential that shall emerge as the years pass?
We will.
Will you always offer Riley a safe and loving refuge?
We will.
Will you trust in his potential and lovingly support him in his ventures?
We will.
Will you guide Riley with your wisdom and offer him counsel wherever he seeks it?
We will.
Thank you, grandparents, and may your days with Riley be long, and may you learn from him as you share with him your wisdom. And now today's ceremony recognises the many layered relationships that are being formed between Riley and the many people around him. There's the first relationship between his parents and himself. Then there's the relationship he has with grandparents. He can also look forward to his relationship with the guardians. There are many layered relationships which stretch from the past to the present and into the future. And today these relationships are symbolised by the petal shower. May I first ask Riley's guardians to come forward? And then, we're not going to do this, but they're going to shower petals over again. Oh, that was lovely, thank you very much. And the second wish is made by Riley's grandparents from where the family begins. And as the grandparents shower him with petals, we wish for him a life filled with tender love and compassion, the love that knows no bounds. Thank you for showering those petals. And the third wish is made by Riley's cousins. Are you ready to come up? Here they come up. As they shower Riley with petals, we wish for him a life of many friends who will remain steadfast and unwavering in the years ahead. And the fourth and final wish is made by Riley's parents, whose love for each other brought him into life. As Susie and Calvin shower Riley with petals, we wish for Riley a passion for life forever kindled in his heart. So we came today to welcome a child, to recognise a family and to acknowledge our responsibility to the next generation. We have achieved all this and more. We are blessed by the spirit of joy, the intertwined lives of family and friends, and the love and support for Riley and his parents. Riley may be a light for yourself and others. May the long time shine upon you. May you all love surround you, and may the sweet light within you guide your way on. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me hear a loud hurrah as we welcome the newest member of your family and our community, Riley Jacob Sterling Brown.